Hey everybody, I'm Tim, and today I want to invite you to join the fight. And you're watching Cigars Daily. I want to invite you to get more out of this and all our videos now when you watch them on cigarsdailyplus.com, because we're always working to make it better on Cigars Daily Plus. There are some things in this world that just go together, like hot dogs in a hot dog bun, or socks in shoes, or having a bunch of pizza and binge watching old episodes of Star Trek. But whatever it is, you find these amazing marriages of wonderful things in the world, and in cigars, there's one that I see a lot, and that's military and first responders enjoying the amazing flavor of a premium cigar. And I don't know why they like to do this more than maybe other segments of the population. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that when you put your life on the line for your community, you're a little bit more willing to enjoy yourself and not worry about all the repercussions that come with the decisions you make. At the same time, in the cigar world, you see so many cops and firefighters and EMTs and military personnel enjoying premium cigars that it causes you to think, how can I give back? And I'm not gonna lie, this is something that's been on my mind a lot lately, especially with everything that's been going on overseas. And while I have no desire to make a social or political statement, because quite frankly, cigars don't care about your politics, I do see our servicemen and women who are exerting themselves more than usual just to do their regular everyday jobs. And so I wanted to take you guys inside something we're doing and invite you to come along for the ride to support our men and women in uniform as they go out all over the world and even inside the United States to serve the freedoms of Americans and what we can do to take care of those freedoms and help them kick back a little bit. You see, over the last few years, Cigars Daily has worked to send cigars to our servicemen and women all over the world. And to do this, we set a little box next to the cash register that just said, donate your spare change here, and we're going to send some cigars to soldiers. And whenever we had sort of built up enough money to send cigars, we would send them off. We didn't work with any specific organization, but instead an individual in the military who was able to guarantee that our cigars didn't get tangled up in huge installations with a lot of troops at them, but were truly effective by sending the cigars from our shop directly to men and women serving in the very front lines. Because of that, we've been able to send cigars to a field hospital in Syria, to soldiers serving in Kuwait and Afghanistan and all over the place. And this has been a huge privilege for us and for the customers that come into the brick and mortar cigar shop. But these days, things are changing a lot, and they're changing so fast that we thought, it might be nice to make a bigger splash. This came up for me a couple weeks ago when we saw everything going on in the country of Afghanistan. Certainly a massive and tremendous need for service exists in that area. And so when I saw this all pop up on the news, I called my contact in the military and said, hey, we want to send cigars to the soldiers who are at the airport in Kabul. What can we do? We'll get as many cigars out to them as we can. And he told me, no, because since it's an emergency operation, they're not establishing a supply chain, so we can't send stuff to them the same way we'd be able to send things to other soldiers in remote parts of the world. And so I said, what can we do? Because so many guys and gals are serving all over the place, there's surely a need for cigars. And he walked me through sort of what's going on in and around the situation internationally. And one of the huge things coming down the pipes right now is we're sending hundreds of troops to Fort McCoy just to check in Americans and refugees and all the people who have been brought back from Afghanistan. And I said, that sounds like a great place to get cigars to. Let's start off with that. And as I spoke with our military contact, he actually made me aware of a lot that's going on, not just in the situation surrounding Afghanistan, which is certainly a really big hot button issue, but in other areas of the world where people are serving as well. And that's when I said we probably could make a bigger splash if we were able to send more cigars, and maybe at this point we can do more than just collect change next to the cash register. And so I wanted to invite you guys to join us in providing cigars for our servicemen and women all over the world, and especially in the areas where it really counts. And that's why we put together a 5-pack sampler that'll allow you guys to buy something on the website or even buy it with a regular order. And then the 5 cigars you have bought are going to be sent to a soldier, either serving in America somewhere really crucial or somewhere abroad. And this is something we do this way because recently the federal government made it illegal for cigar manufacturers to donate cigars directly to soldiers, something that doesn't make a tremendous amount of sense to me, but hey, it's the government, so let's just accept it and move on, I suppose. At the same time, we're looking at what's a proper way to do this, and we know that if you guys buy cigars for people, they can be sent to those servicemen and women, and so we wanted to invite you guys to do that. A 5-pack deal comes with 5 long filler premium banded cigars that when you buy them, we're going to send not to you, but directly to servicemen and women who are like either in a base in America, like Fort McCoy, where they're receiving refugees from Afghanistan, or different units all over the world. And this is something that allows us to make a huge splash with people who just don't get enough appreciation. So I want to invite you to check the deal out a little bit more. You can learn even more about it when you check this video out on cigarsdailyplus.com, or you can find it on our Cigars Daily website. But I'll tell you up front, we're advertising right now that if you grab the 5-pack for $20, that we're going to send these cigars to people, and we've guaranteed that they'll be long filler, they'll be banded, they'll be premium cigars, the type of stuff that normally sells for $7 or $8 to $10 on the shelf for just 5 cigars for $20. But here's the honest reality. As we start shipping cigars out to people, we'll almost definitely start with American Viking cigars. And this has to do with the fact that we know people love American Viking, and because we hold the national supply here because we own the company, we know we can get a hold of the stock to ship them off. Right now, we work with so many cigar manufacturers who are working their tails off just to try to provide cigars for cigar shops all over America that we wanted to work with American Viking because we knew that the supply would already be readily available. And I definitely want to point out that the 5-packs we've put together are going to be sold at or below our wholesale cost. The goal here isn't to generate revenue or get extra money out of this or make a tremendous profit at it. In fact, we're going to be losing money on this deal overall. And it seems like today in business, the idea of making a profit becomes so central that it gets put on a pedestal and it can never be questioned for any reason, when at times it makes sense to step away from that and say, maybe we should do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. There are so many people out there serving our country who don't really get to celebrate a truly victorious day just because they don't have the means to. So as you consider doing this with us, we want to partner with you in donating cigars to our soldiers or serving them with the cigars and not worry about making an extra buck. One of the great privileges of my job has been getting to talk with men and women who serve in our military and jet set all over the world in order to serve America and the needs of Americans. People like Ben Sheets, who's in the Navy and stationed on the USS Green Bay and has a cigar smoking club there as well. A guy I've known personally for a long time and love watching his sacrifice and the job that he does for America. Or the many vets and retired vets who come into the Cigars Daily HQ and shop with us here. It's so cool to hear stories and see what people are doing to serve our country out there, and it's a huge privilege and reward to get to serve those people back. And so I wanted to invite you guys into this, and that's why we made it a simple $20 5-pack. Just grab 5 cigars and we're going to send them off to a soldier. Those are things that will be shipped separately from an order. If you order yourself a box of cigars or a few 5-packs and you throw in the soldier 5-pack, we're not going to ship that 5-pack to you. We're going to send it directly to the soldiers and then continue to update you guys on our Facebook page, Instagram page, right here on YouTube and on cigarsdailyplus.com. But this is a way for all of us to give back to the people who are really giving it all up right now. All of us know already what a huge stress reliever smoking a premium cigar can be, and so it makes good sense to provide the same stress relief for people whose jobs are arguably more stressful than many of ours. And so that's why I wanted to put this invitation out there for you guys, but I'll ask you, drop a comment down below. Is there somebody that you know and love who's currently serving that you would want to provide cigars for? Give that person a huge shout out in the comments. And I want to invite you guys to check this video out on cigarsdailyplus.com, where you can get more information about donating cigars to soldiers and get the best out of our videos, because we're always working to make it better on Cigars Daily Plus. Thank you all so much for watching and following, subscribing, liking, and sharing. This is Tim signing off for Cigars Daily, and I will see you in the comments.